My name's Carmen. My my brother's an addict. My brother was an addict, and this morning sorry, I forgot. Before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I mean, I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I would cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were closest. Food was always our food was always our common ground. You know, we wanted to open a restaurant together. We had a name, a vibe, all of it. My brother can make you feel confident in yourself. You know, like when I was a kid, if I was scared or nervous or I didn't want to do something, he would always tell me to face it. He'd always say get it over with. He would always say stupid. He would always say let it rip. He was loud and he was hilarious, and he had this amazing ability. He could just walk into the room and take the temperature of it instantly. He could just dial it. And I'm not built like that, man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter as a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention to school. Didn't get into college. I didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. You know, like we just knew everything about each other. Except everybody thought he was their best friend. He was that magnetic. As we got older, I realized I didn't really know anything about him. A couple of years ago, he stopped letting me into the restaurant. He just cut me off cold, and that hurt. You know, and I think that just flipped a switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. Because we had this connection through food, and it made me feel so rejected and shitty and lame and uncool. I made this plan where I'm gonna go work in all the best restaurants in the world. You know, like I'm gonna go work in real kitchens. Like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And it sounds ridiculous me saying that now, but that's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me. And I separated herbs. And I shucked oysters and clam and uni. I cut myself. I had garlic and onion and peppers in my fingernails and in my eyes, and my skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my fingers from the knives, and my stomach was fucked, and it was everything. And a few years later, this funny thing happened, which was like for the first time, I found this station for myself. You know, I was fast. I wasn't afraid, and it was clear. And I felt okay. You know, I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperatures, sauces, all that shit. And when someone new came into the restaurant to start, I'd look at them like they were competition. Like I'm gonna smoke this mother. I felt like I could speak through the food. Like I could communicate through creativity and that kind of confidence. It was so fresh and so exciting and new, and I just wanted to know that. And fuck, I just wanted to be like, good job. And the more he wouldn't respond. And the more our relationship kind of strained, the deeper into this I went, and the better I got. And the more people I cut out of my life, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me his restaurant. And over the last couple of months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in pretty rough shape. And I think it's very clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family, because that restaurant, it has, and it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.